like, you know, would that be
You're a tall girl, so
also something. Would that be a deal breaker? And I don't like. I've never had like really horrible
sex or penis.
But
did you have small penises before?
Know, like,
did you have a small penis before?
Like, but that's another thing.
Did you like it?
Let's ask this, because I might have to pull out the ruler. What's considered small? Different. I learned from TikTok when people get their news get leaked or whatever, that people opinion of what's small.
I know. I agree.
It's different because some of
they be capping because Nelly wasn't bad. Nelly wasn't bad. Nelly wasn't bad. I'm like, I was expecting. But to me, Nelly is average. You know what I'm saying? I don't think he's big, but he's somebody like, if I had to marry him with that size, as long as he knows what to do with it, satisfying. I can't do small penises.
Okay.
And they was making it seem like Nelly was like literally like a little Peter Pecker in between two mountains. It's like, that's not how he was. That's literally what they did. He had a nice size penis. It was nice. It was normal. Yeah.
I'm like, I've never really in real life seen small, like length small. I don't like pencils.
Oh, I hate pencils. That's what I knew.
So I hope and pray, like God,
especially a sharpened one. Oh my gosh.
I'm sorry if anybody from church.
Look, they should know better. They should have deleted me by now. They know I love the Lord, but child is I'm gonna talk about penis.
Oh God, but yes, like, but I mean, like, I don't know if that would ever be a deal breaker. Because for right now, you know, I said I'm not having sex, whatever. I haven't put like a thing on it, like, am I not having sex to marriage, or am I not having? I haven't really.
And that's good. Keep it that way.
Yeah, like,
yeah.
My thing is, so when it comes to that, and then like this guy is just like everything. So you tell me if the guy's like everything, he just treats you so great, and then it comes down to, and it's like,
it happened. That was the last day he heard from me. Literally. I was like trying to be naughty. Like I was getting dropped off. This is the first time I ever realized that, like, for me, size do matter. That's the first experience I had when I realized a guy had a small penis. Like, I was being naughty. You know, I was in love with him. Like, literally, we were, like, in love. We were, like, we met at work. We worked together, you know, in the call center. He was so sweet. He was really a nice guy, good looking, you know. And, you know, he was dropping me off, and I just wanted to be naughty. So I slid my hands and... Oh my God. I like turned to the window. I can see my reflection and he's just like, and I'm like.
So what's small? Like what was it like?
Under 7 inches, I believe.
I don't know. I have to pull out. I wish I had a ruler, right?
I feel like.
That's small or?
This is definitely small.
This
is average.
I feel like because your fingers not even touching. Maybe I got longer. Big. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know. Let me see. I'm trying to see something.
Something like this.
Oh no! Mandingo.
Yeah. Damage control. This is another reason why I went celibate, because it's like they don't come delivered like that. So it's just like, it's really not satisfying me.
Yeah.
Because the best sex I ever had came from a guy who was all about me. So imagine a guy that had the biggest D ever, who is all about you. Like, my thing is, there's no way a guy that sleeps around with multiple women has the best D. Like, it's impossible. He's sharing it with too many women. Right. But a guy that is literally super intuitive, in tune with you and your body, and he's like literally all about you, best feeling in the world. And then to have a big penis on top of that.
Yes.
And to be a really good guy. Like, he's not like a hood dude, or I don't like that. He was a nerd, you know? Like, I was just like, yo,
you say
I can get used to this. I don't like hood guys at all.
Listen, when I tell you,
I am not her.
like,
Don't mistake me for her. Like, yo, people, because my sister, she's married now, but she's the street one. She's the one that likes street niggas. Me, I need me a nerd, somebody that's in IT, somebody that's in finance. Like, I really, architect, like, I literally have, those are the things that intrigues me, attracts me. Not for nothing. I'm not built for that. My sister, however, is.
The nerd type necessarily or whatever, but I like a mix. But I never been
church boy.
Yeah, like I never been into like really hood, like, oh, I want a guy that sell drugs. That's never
heck no. That is beneath me.
No, I do not. I don't want you to be committing crimes.
Yeah, hello. Like, I don't want to be linked to you. I don't want to get a chance of me getting in trouble. That's not fun to me.
Because I always tell somebody, do not do a crime around me. Because if you think I'm going down for you,
that's what I'm saying.
I'm snitching.
Listen, don't come doing that mess over here. I don't want nothing. Listen, I had this ex that I didn't know he was involved with that, and I still don't know really what he was involved in. Speculation, rather. But whatever it was, he definitely knew to keep it away from me. He's like, not having me involved in anything, and I'm like, good, because I don't deal with guys that do stuff like that. I don't like to risk my life, my children's life, my family's life, my surround. Like, I don't get involved. Like, that's not even a lifestyle for me. That's not even a lifestyle that I aspire to have in my future for me and my kids or my family in general. Like, I want a bougie lifestyle. I want a life of luxury.
Yes, I do.
I know you can get that selling drugs, but I don't want what comes with that. The kind of money I want, you guys sell a lot of drugs. You dealing with the cartels at this point.
Exactly.
And I watch Queen of the South.
My house,
I know how dangerous it is.
Yes, very.
Right.
No, I want no part of that.
I don't want no parts of that at all. But no, like, I just feel like when it comes to size, like, honestly, like, there's two things I'm shallow about, and it's like the size of a man's penis, and I mean, I feel like it has to be big all the way around, big, long, thick, wide, stretched, all that. Like, I feel like it has to be all of that. And then it's height.
Now what?
And you being a tall woman, do height matters to you?
Listen. Yes, that is something I know, and I hate when people say, I ain't gonna say I hate, but I dislike when people be like, well, you could be missing out on your Mr. Right because you
I'm not. Because you're not mine.
God know my heart. He not.
Girl, you sound like me. That's so funny.
Like, because
literally,
I've tried. Don't get me wrong. Like, my daughter's father is kind of shorter than me, like an inch shorter than me or two.
Okay.
I dated a short guy, and yeah, and we was cool, but like, I ain't gonna lie, like, it makes me uncomfortable. I don't feel comfortable. I've been around guys like this, exactly my height. I'm like 5'8" or whatever. I've been around guys like 5'8", 5'9", and I don't feel comfortable. Like, I feel like if I have to look down at you, we looking eye to eye. If I can't, even though I don't like to wear heels that much, and when I do put on the heels and look sexy, and then I got to look down, and I feel like I'm walking with a kid. No offense to the short guy. I know you can't help that you're short, but
I know that's how I feel. Oh my gosh, I feel so bad.
Yeah, I don't like the way it makes me feel. That's the thing. Like,
listen, yeah. I 100% agree.
You know, but how tall are you?
I'm 5'3" and 3/4", so almost 5'4". So if I'm taller than a nigga, then I really don't.
See, but you have more options.
I don't want a short nigga. There's niggas that's like my height, and I'd be like, sir, I'm more aggressive than you are. Like, you can't get me out of a situation. If anything, I'm gonna get you into one. Like,
that's how I be feeling.
I don't want to be doing that.
They might be short, but they be strong.
Like, listen, my oldest son, his father, my first love, high school sweetheart, best friend on the low. I gotta call him back. How'd I keep forgetting? But he's a professional boxer, and yeah, like, you definitely see the little man complex. I see it in my son, but like, a lot of people aren't seeing them with their hands. And I'm like, there you go. You have something. But my thing is, I could deal if I had to. And I mean, oh, this guy got to be like amazing.
Yes.
To be short.
And I'm
look past it. I
could
look past it, but he has to be. So, do you watch Selling Sunset?
No. It's on Netflix? Or
that girl, it's about like real estate. And there's these twins that they're like half a billionaires, if not billionaires. They own the opium something. It's like a real estate agency selling multi-million and billion-dollar homes, and they are super tiny, but their confidence, their swag, like, ooh, it's like it's giving every bit of like, yeah, I wouldn't even bosses. Oh, and that's what I wanted to say earlier, because like when it comes to bosses, I feel like bosses, they don't care too much of like, they shine through their woman. Like, that's really how I feel. Like, you're not gonna let your woman go look any old type of way, be a representative of you, a reflection of you in a negative way. A real boss gonna make sure his woman look good, smell good, feel good.
Right.
It was something that we said earlier. I just thought of the comment that I wanted to say. But back to the shorties on that show, like they, like, I just love how they walk in the room. Like, they're really short. They're like tiny.
Wow.
Like, I'm taller than them probably with my shoes off. But it's just something, and one in particular, they're twins, but one in particular, I was just like, dang. Him being rich had a lot to do with it, probably.
Well, that's all I have to say. Like,
yeah.
That'll make you overlook
a man with money has a lot of confidence. And just like men like women that are confident, because that's one thing I learned when I used to be weak for one of my baby dads. You know what I mean? Like, I just used to be like, and he's like, yeah, took me out. And I'm like, yo, they don't really like that. Well, when they a-holes.
Yeah.
When they a-holes. It's like, dang, my tears don't mean nothing to you. Meanwhile, the guy that sling the biggest D in the world, he was so like, oh my gosh, don't cry. I was like, like, I would cry even more. Because I knew that he would be soft and like, he didn't want to see me cry, so I'll start like, but that's the type of guy I want. I don't want no a-hole.
Yes, me too. I had to
like
all the time who I would cry and he would just look right at me and just be like,
yo,
it didn't faze him at all. It was just
like dang, you not touched? Your heart isn't hurt?
Like, yeah, that's like,
I can't do that. I need me a man that's gonna break down when I cry, okay?
Exactly, because if don't make you cry,
and we can't do this, because if I'm crying and I'm wearing my heart in my sleeve, I need you to be like, oh, my little sourpuss, oh, my little drama queen. Here, let me butter up. Let me, she just being spoiled. But if I'm really crying for real and you just like, man up. And then like, oh, toxic tricks, are we? Like, girl, that's where I come from.
Yes.
That's why I'm the way I am. Gotta have a bigger penis.
Oh, man. I haven't experienced yet where I can't really honestly answer that question. Like, I don't know if it would be a deal breaker. So I hope it don't ever come down to me having a guy and then come to find out he has a small one. I'd be like, no, I can't do this.
You probably wouldn't even like how it looked. I mean, I wouldn't.
not you talking about.
I don't like how they look, because I'm like, oh, it's a little juvenile. But honestly, I done learned my lesson, because I've been there, so I don't even run into those things anymore. The little ones.
Well, how would you know?
Okay, this is what I was explaining to my sister earlier. I'm like, I just sense DE. It's an aura. It's like a vibration that is like taunting. Like, I can sense it in a room, and I'm just like, oh. And then you can see it too.
Well, some of them, but then I guess
you gotta be well tucked. And if you tucking, why are you tucking that hard? But you gotta be well tucked for it not to show. Like, most of the guys I dated, you can see their print. Like, literally, that probably is the first thing I ever said to them. Like, I can see your Johnson through your pants. Like, that's what happened with Travi in New York. It was like third leg on his skinny jeans. He wanted to be a white boy so bad, he black. He had skinny jeans on. You could see like a whole print. And I'm like,
wow. He knew what he was doing.
he did, but it's like, dude, do you know who you're dealing with? He's a good time. I think he's married now.
No, well, that's good for him.
Yeah, after we tried to get married.
Oh.
I think I introduced him to that idea. Like, that's not something he was like with at the time we were together. Like, it was.
Tommy really.
Timing is everything. That was the biggest thing. We just bad timing.
And I do believe that, like, sometimes you can, like,
it just won't match. You're not meant for that person.
It wasn't a good time.
Yeah.
Yeah. And that's why I be trying to tell, like, some, like, my ex,
yeah.
gotta come back picture or whatever. One thing I sit there and also say is this, like, the person I am today is not the same person I was when you dated me. So
hello?
Be into me because I'm not that same. I mean, I'm not
completely, oh my gosh, I love it.
But I am different because before I lacked boundaries. Now I'm setting the motherfuckers and you can cross them, it's over. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah, I totally understand.
Yes.
That's literally the kind of wave I'm on.
I don't just be like, oh my gosh, let me save this hoe. No, gotta go.
Sorry, no.
I used to try to save them.
Yeah, stop trying to save somebody. Like, I'm not doing it. I totally agree though. Like, I'm literally at that same point in my life. Literally. I'm not going to take it anything less. Like, I just feel like, I don't know. I just feel like at this point in life, I just don't have any more time to waste. So it's about being straightforward. It's literally like, I had reposted something today that was about like having the uncomfortable conversations. Like, it's going to be uncomfortable for you, I promise you. But for me, it's not, because I want to know. I need clarity. I need to understand. Like, if it makes you uncomfortable, you're going to argue by yourself. I'm just like, okay, I'm going to be nonchalant. That's where I'm at in my life. I'm very nonchalant in my responses, very vague, very I don't care. Because it's just like, what is the point? Like, what is the point? It's true. Not even worth it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I know what I want. And I know what I want is like, you're not it. Like,
that's where I'm coming to. Like,
that's it.
Yeah, I'm like, I'm not willing to settle. So if I can't get what I want, nah.
And that's the scary part.
I'm by myself. I'm doing.
You're A-okay with self.
Yeah, I'm just like, I'm not, you know, I don't ever feel like I was truly. No, I ain't gonna lie. I was a hopeless romantic. So I just like, I was in love with the ideal of being in love. You know what I'm saying? And because of that, I try to, like, you know, oh my God, I just want this to really work. So I'm gonna, you know, do this, even though it's signs and stuff that's continuing to
telling you like abort mission.
Let it go.
Yeah.
But now I'm just like, yeah, I want a healthy love. You know what I'm saying? I'm
yes.
Not gonna be perfect. I understand that.
Yeah, we get it. Cool.
Toxic either.
Right. We don't want toxic. I have my share of toxicity.
Yeah, like,
I don't want to see it. If I smell it, if I sense it, I promise you, I'm out.
Yes.
It's not fun anymore. It's literally not fun.
Trust that feeling, that intuition. It's right.
Here,
it's right.
If I feel it here, I'm out.
Yes. And you know something? I used to doubt myself, and I still struggle with it.
Me too. I used to too.
I used to be like, well, maybe I'm just bringing this up in my head or whatever. I'm creating this stuff in my head. I was right about
every single time.
Every single time.
It was never a time when you wasn't right. Ever. That's when I learned. Like, one day I was just like, yo, I gotta follow my gut. And I've been following it ever since.
And when I started
ever since,
and I've been loving it. Like,
literally.
I still have my moments where I struggle and I'm still in my healing phase or whatever, but it's not.
I still have my moments when I want to do whatever I want to do.
Yes.
Outside the will of God, like, you know what I mean? Like, I literally was like, yeah, I'm gonna F that nigga. So God, stop it from happening. Like, God was like, no, you can have But watch this. But yeah, my mind was made up, and you know, right. I totally understand that. You know, you still fall short, and you do your own thing, right. And nobody's perfect. I don't lean on that because I'm literally like coming to you as I am. You know what I'm saying? So it's like I'd rather be around imperfect people. I cannot stand cookie cutter people that have all the right words or answers or responses. Like, I'm going to stutter when I speak. I'm going to have to think about it. I'm going to rush and recant. Like, I'm human. I don't need the like publicist version of how you feel about something. Really need to be candid. And I feel like back to that, you know, people need to be comfortable having uncomfortable conversations because it brings clarity.
Yes. Oh my gosh.
It brings clarity. Like, we understand wholeheartedly, like, look, this whole time, this guy thought that I was like really coming on to him. I'm like, dude, I'm warning him. I'm like, yo, so you're the first guy that I dealt with in almost 3 years. Don't take anything I say or do personally. You are literally the first guy. If I tell you, I'm not, okay, here we go. I asked him while having sex. It's a very toxic moment of me now that I think back on it. I was like, can I just say I love you because we're having sex? And he was like, yeah. And I was like, okay, I love you. You know, like just, it was just a moment, a mood, you know, it was just a vibe for that moment. But I felt like me telling him, like, don't take that seriously. Like, that was literally just me wanting to have fun.
Right.
You know, like just living in the moment, like, oh my God, we're so in love and we're not. Like, it's been a long time, you know what I mean? Last time I had sex was with my kid's father, you know, so yeah, I'm a little bit weird. You know, but I'm telling this dude, like, don't take anything I say or do seriously because it's me without saying it, you're the rebound. You know what I'm saying? Like, I ain't say it like that because I didn't like, that's not how I look at the situation. But at the same time, he ain't offended by it. He signed up for it too. So
true.
He was on board with it too. He knew exactly, you know, so I'm like, okay, maybe I shouldn't have said it like that. Maybe I shouldn't have said, yeah, I don't love you. It's just because we're having sex, you know, but sometimes you just need to keep it 100 with people.
Right. And that's so important. It's crazy about the whole having those uncomfortable conversations. I've been saying that a lot lately. Whenever I talk to this one individual I talk to here and there or whatever. Mm-hmm. Sometimes, you know, somebody from the past. Anyways. Mm-hmm. I always say this, like, whenever I want to have like a deep conversation, I always give them like a little heads up, like, look, this is uncomfortable.
It's about to go there.
I really feel like one thing I learned is it's important to have uncomfortable conversations, and if you can't have those at this big age, I'm sorry.
Hello.
And because certain stuff we have to be able to talk about. If you can't talk about it, I'm talking down to money.
Exactly.
You feel like, oh my God, I can't tell you about my finances. Then that's not.
Listen,
that's a deal breaker.
Listen, you know what? You learn a lot by talking about your finances. Let me tell you, one time I was working at Amazon like in 2014. It was this kid who was like tall as crap, but I was like way older than him, probably like 4 or 5 years. He was like super young. And we were like, I was working in his section because I couldn't stand mine. So we were like talking, and he was just like, why aren't you married? And I was like, oh, I can't be married because I still got to get my credit together, and this, that, and the third. This young boy told me, he looked at me like I was speaking blasphemy. He was like, he was like, that's the man's job. But it was the girl, I was like, huh? It just threw me off guard because he was so like, what you talking about?
Right.
He was like, you ain't supposed to worry about finances and stuff like that. He's like, that's the man, that's the job of your man. And I was like, yo, you gonna make somebody a very good husband one day. Because this is a young boy. I've never heard a man in general at this point in life ever say anything reminiscent to that. He was a appalled that I was over here like, I'm not ready to marry because I need to build my credit. And I'm like, what? He's supposed to do that for you. Like,
we can't.
And he wasn't hitting on me. It wasn't a situation like that.
Right.
Like, he was just cool. But we was just having a conversation, and he was expressing to me, you know, his values and his morals on being a man and, you know, in charge of his household. Like, that's how he was raised. It's not a lot of people raised like that anymore.
Oh, trust me, I know.
It's sad.
And some people like, you handle that or whatever. It's like, no, if you want to be with me, we need to come together.
We need to come together. It has to make sense, yeah.
Right, if you can't do that, you're not the person.
Yeah.
Like, being sucky with money and not willing to allow me to help is equivalent to small penis for you. Like, that's what it is. Like, you want to turn me off?
Yeah.
Kind of finances.
Be stingy with your daggone money while I'm trying to get my finances worth, nigga. I think that's a valid
it's a
statement.
Off. Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like that's valid. You know what? I'm adding that to my list too. What you doing? If you're not elevating me,
don't say that too loud, because some guys get offended.
They gonna be mad. Like, they be mad. They hate that.
I got mine. Don't get me wrong. I got mine, but you need to have yours. So
that's what I'm saying. I'm gonna always have mine, but you need to have way more.
Exactly.
Whatever I add to it is just an addition. You know what I'm saying? It's just an addition. I'm happy to add to it. Right. But yeah, you definitely, as a man, it took a long time. I seen a post say, oh, she asking for this for her baby dad, ain't that. You know, I knew my baby dad since I was 16. It's not the same. Like, I don't deal with niggas like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I met him as a child. It took a long time to let go of that. But he's the only one that I say that, oh, I settle for these things or settle for less. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's not who I am by nature.
Right.
And I promise you, whatever my baby dad delivered, you couldn't. That's why we got 3 kids together. And you don't. Got it with me. Not the other baby dad. He don't care. But I'm just saying, like, in general, like, it's just people just be coming crazy and they don't come correct.
Right. Yes.
Let's just speak facts. That's it. And people don't like to hear the truth when you speak them. They definitely don't like to hear women say, oh, I want my man to be a provider, or like somebody said, I can't put people on blast, but somebody said to me the other day, you can't be old fashioned and not want tradition, or be traditional and be this way at the same time. I said, why can't I? I never put a label on me. I never said I was traditional, modern, contemporary, or none of that. I said, this is what I want, and this is what I like, and this is what I need. That's what I said. Like, I think the problem is people try to put labels on things. Yeah, that's try to put a label on me. I ain't never said I was traditional. You trying to say, I never said that. I said, I want a man that's a provider. Yeah, I can go halfway, this, that, and third, but I'd rather be a stay-at-home housewife. Get my nails done every day. Going out to eat 7 times a day. Taking random trips once a week. Like, that's what I'd rather do. Because I've been working since I was 16. I'm tired. Ooh, all right. Like, I've been working since I was a kid. I'm in my 30s now. Like, I can't not want to live the rest of my life as a housewife, doing nothing, spending money. Feel opposite. I used to be like, I don't know if I want to be a housewife. I just feel like I'll be bored. Even though I'm a homebody, you know, do nothing. I'll be recording YouTube videos all day. Yeah, but I'm like, I won't. Older, just like, I do want that for myself. I want the option. I do. Say that you don't have to work if you choose to. Because you must be, and you, to me, it feels like you're a workaholic, like me. Like, you work a lot. I work a lot. I work more than me. Cause girl, I mean, I feel like it. I mean, I like work to make sure I have. You have, yeah. Yes. But then I'm like, you know, like some people, listen to your body. So yeah, listen to my body. I'm the person who listens. People be like, well, you know, if you work this, or whatever, you do this overtime, you can pay off your debt faster. I'm just be like,
But the way my mind is right now,
yeah, it's definitely a mental thing, girl.
I'm mental first. So
yeah.
there because I am a person who I do have like anxiety disorder.
Okay.
Actually anxiety, depression, or whatever. So I get in moods or whatever where I'm just like I need to be by myself. Like I did as
that's like my sister.
It's a real thing for me.
Listen. I love it.
Yeah, so even like that's something else with relationships. We have to have that discussion too, because I can't own like what I go through mentally and stuff like that.
But they can't.
I need guys to be able to be more in touch with that because they don't want to speak on it much. And you know something I have been thinking about for the last few months, I want to implement. And I know some people might be like, you can't make nobody do this. Well, I'm not making you, but I'm going to ask you. And it's your choice. And it's my choice to decide what I want to do.
Right.
Choice. But I want, like, when I meet a guy, we get involved. Yeah, I want to start out with you going to counseling. Like, let's start out.
Oh, that's cute.
We don't even really know each other.
We should try that.
No, I want somebody in the middle and like to really sit down and talk because it's like, let's see if you like, have you healed your childhood trauma?
Because that's important. No, that's really important. Like I've been exposed to therapy since I was a kid, so my response to things that I can't communicate or feeling chemically imbalanced is, it's time for me to seek therapy.
Right.
If we are married and you're not willing to seek therapy with me, I'm going to have a big problem with it.
Exactly. So that's why I mean,
because mental health is very important. I really find it sexy. One of the most sexiest things I find in a man is a man that actually has a primary doctor. I know that's weird, but
no, that's not weird. Speak on it.
Yo, there's this one dude I was talking to. The fact that every time we randomly start talking, he got a doctor's appointment. And I'm not talking about like every day, every year, like randomly, like we'll link up like once every 2 years or 3 years and like, oh yeah, I just left my primary. You know, he always keep up with his annual visits, and now he's getting certain tests done that he's supposed to get because he's in the age of 40. I think he wiped up now. That's a shame. But still, he the one that I really wanted. I was like, dang, that man, he was too good for me, honestly. I feel like he was too, I feel like whoever he got now is like, it makes sense. It gotta make sense. I'm a big supporter for it making sense. But he always was on top of his, you know, just like his doctor's appointments, his health, like taking his vitamins, like that is attractive to me. A man that you don't have to force to be like, worry about your health. You got kids. You need to survive. Like, hello, you still want to be married to me till 90? Like, come on. You know, like, I really love that in a man. Just grown. That's grown man. Grown femininity. It's like grown masculinity.
That's so. And I just realized, like, you know, God, I realized guys do have a problem with going to the doctor. And I'm just like,
oh yeah, big time.
There's so many reasons why you shouldn't visit the doctor at least twice a year.
Yo, you know? and they listen, they are petrified.
More.
And you're right, at least twice.
Yes.
You see me?
Yes. But
I have to put this on the charger.
Guys just don't like to go, and I'm just like, I don't want to.
It's like they're scared.
Yeah, and it's
like kids.
Though, like, do you think something's wrong? And I have had guys say they do fear.
Yeah, they're scared to find out.
No, in the beginning, because I don't want to marry you, and then come to find out you have health problems,
these issues. Exactly.
Prevented or whatever. If you would have went to the doctor before, now
exactly.
You know, by myself and now. You know what I'm saying? It's just, I mean, I think it's selfish not to. When you
No, it is.
Got a wife or something, and to just not care about your health. You know?
Exactly, I agree. and see, that's why I like the fact when the men that are into that like well-being lifestyle, you don't have to be on top of them. Like, I already got kids, I already got myself. You know, I don't have to be like, hey, make sure you schedule that appointment. It's just hearing a grown man say that smell good, that look like he got his outfit out of GQ magazine. Talking about he get up at 5 something in the morning to go working out. Yeah. While y'all staring at the Statue of Liberty. Ring check. Yes. Grown man. Oh my God. I love a grown
that is
man.
A lot. It's those small, and that's not even.
Those are small things. You care about your health.
But yes, and they don't listen. I know guys, so many guys who do not. You asked them when the last time they went to the doctor. If they was honest, they couldn't even tell you. They couldn't tell you. They're buying makeup a day, but they
can't tell you. You can tell people when they go to the doctors or not.
But
you
they
can
don't. I'm like, that's scary.
You know it is.
As long as I got insurance, just the slightest thing.
Hello? Listen, even when I didn't have insurance, if anything I felt was off in my body,
yes,
I am at the emergency. Look, charity care, whatever. Y'all figure it out. 7 years, it'll cancel. This is why I'm in the predicament I'm in now.
Like, I've been to the doctor in the last 3 months. I've probably been to the doctor, I don't know, like 5 times from seeing specialists and everything. I was like, oh, I have a mole that's like...
Exactly.
It's
you have to.
I went to a dermatologist. The appointment was literally 2 minutes. She was like, oh, that's normal. You don't have anything to worry about.
Girl, that's me. I actually need to schedule an appointment to check out some of these like new birthmarks, or not birthmarks, but moles. Is that the what was it? The arthritis doctor. I don't know what you call them. I'm like, I think I have arthritis. She's looking at the moles on my hand, talking about how long you have this? I'm like, I don't know, a long time. She's like, is it the same size? What you talking about? It's not so bad. What you talking about? What's not so bad? Hold on. Oh, look at my cousin. Everyone going to need someone in the future. Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
I didn't even know nobody was here.
And that me either. It doesn't automatically.
They only say one person and people are commenting. That's crazy. Because the whole time watching this, I didn't know it was you. Good conversation. Oh, thanks, cuzzo. Dang, y'all.
We just talking, and then realize.
We just girl talking, y'all. Look, we need to get it out, girl. I be wanting to have conversations like this all the time. It's like that's the only thing I care to talk about. Love, life, and locks.
Yes.
Okay, like literally. But no, I really just love relationship talks and relationship shows, relationship tea, like. Because it really helps me, like, see. Like, love and hip-hop, I know it has a bad rap. But I was able to see, like, how effed up niggas really was. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, yo, he really just going, Stevie. How he used to treat Jocelyn, even though she is who she is today. But it was like, dang, like, he really is, like, playing with her head. Like, really playing with both of these girls. Like, you know what I mean? I'm like, yo, it was putting me on to game. Because it's not like, my brother is 9 years older. And I have another brother 9 years younger. We're not in the same circle. You know what I'm saying? Like, he'll put me on to some things. But, like, you guys' own life. Both of them are married. They all got their own life. Everybody's married but me. And I got all the kids. I'm the problem.
Sometimes actually, marriage scares me sometimes. Like I wanted, like
really. I don't blame you though.
I was a hopeless romantic. I just knew I was gonna be married, have kids, and then after I was older, I was just like, I don't know if I want to try again. And then with the marriage, like I was engaged for them 2 years or whatever, and I was just like, okay. After that, I broke that off or whatever. I was just like, I don't know. Like, I'm not saying I don't want to per se, but it's just like I'm in a place.
It's not in
here. I don't. I'm okay. Yeah.
Somebody asked me that.
Like that. I don't know. Life changes you. That's the show.
Yeah, life does changes you, like significantly. Like the things that you thought you wouldn't want. Like my sister, for instance, not saying her now, but I'm saying there was times in her life where she always said she didn't want kids. And then one day she wanted kids. And I'm like, huh? Like, this is a girl that always said she didn't want, like, yeah, life changes you. For me, it changed me because I'm not going to say, like, I don't know. I don't know. I just feel like I'm just way too vague nowadays. Like way too relaxed while somebody's male in Pacific is worked up. I'm just like, yeah, that sucks. Like I don't have the energy for it anymore. I've just felt like I put out way too much negative energy in over a decade relationship. I don't have it in me to argue. I don't have it in me unless you're my mom or my sister. That's it.
Yeah.
But outside of that, like I just don't have it in me. Like I just life changes you.
The thing that really kind of makes me scared about marriage, and I know people like to say, well, you can't look at other people's situation. That doesn't mean yours is going to be like that. I understand that, but I literally don't personally know any married people that's under the age of 50 that both spouses are faithful.
Dang.
Like, I don't know anyone. Like, okay, take that back. My homeboy, they fresh married or whatever, like, you know, he's faithful to her, and stuff like that.
It's
so,
just rare.
But like other than that, like when I should go back and talk about like my work environment. So I've been working environment. I work in mostly male. All the ass be cheating. I'm sorry, coworkers.
Listen, look. Don't let your wife see this. They're like, you talking about your son?
Yeah, like, oh, nah, that girl said.
Look, oh, you like to take that up with your son. I ain't got nothing to do with that.
I'm not gonna say everybody, but a good majority, too many. Let me just say that.
The
fact that it's so many married men who try to pursue women, it's just like, dude, you going harder for me than a single man.
Then you went harder for your wife.
Yeah,
you ain't never lied. Because I can't be particular. Because I start saying baby dads or whatever, and then they start getting mad. But I seen it with my own two eyes. A nigga go harder for somebody that is like paying him dust versus somebody that was like literally chasing him around the gym. Literally.
That's how it goes though. Like,
baby, come back. You can blame it all on me. Yeah. That used to be me. That's why I'm the way I am now, because I used to be like that. Like chasing, like out of breath. Baby, come back.
And you know what the funny thing? I've never been one who be like, oh, you know, stay, that we can make this work type of thing.
You got a good structure on your back.
But no, let me know. My issue was lacking boundaries. So I was the person who break up with me. I wanted them to break up with me. But I think I never would tell them that or whatever, because I felt like if I broke up, then I don't know. I just felt mean. I was stupid.
You felt mean?
I didn't like how it made me feel.
Yeah.
It was like, oh my God, will he break up with me? Will he break up with me? So my last few relationships or whatever, like my last relationship, a situation, like stuff had to happen for me to be like, okay, Jasmine, you got to make that step. You can't wait for that.
Yeah.
So you got.
I'm with you. It's same thing for me.
But I be wanting people to break up with me, and I know people who say that's so weird. Like, yeah, dump me.
I get it. Look, you ain't got time to figure it out. You figure it out. Let me know what you come up with. I'll be here ready to go or stay.
Because I feel like if you dump me, that's telling me that's really truly telling me you don't want me. And if you tell me you don't want me, deuces, bye.
So how do you feel? Like, that just makes me think about like the women that propose to men. I feel like if you gotta propose to them, then that means he don't want you.
I'm sorry. Oh my God. Somebody,
I can never bring myself to do that.
I do not condone that. I think that's the craziest thing ever. I would never want to get married that bad, because at the end, like you said, that's one thing I was.
That's a man thing for sure.
No, a man's supposed to ask the woman or whatever.
Yeah, because he's not gonna do it if he's not ready to.
Even if
if you got to do it, you're forcing that man's hand.
Exactly.
Period.
Yes. He's not marrying you because he wanted to marry you. He's marrying you.
He wanted to favor you, the family.
He's gonna lose you, and
Yep.
Oh, I'd rather be
And really, are you going to turn down an engagement in front of thousands of people or hundreds of people?
Exactly.
No, you're not. Like, so yeah, that's why it would be marrying for the wrong reasons. I was watching this TV show. I forgot what it's called, but they were Asians and filthy rich in like Cali or whatever. And that was like the case with one of the couples. Like,
oh, no.
Yeah, but they're rich, so they act different normally.
I just can't even imagine me wanting to, because it's like, that means I really want that man more than he wants me. And that, I don't want that.
That means I'm desperate, and I'm not desperate. You know what I'm saying? Like, if I was desperate, then I would have settled for somebody else that would have wanted to marry me. You know what I mean?
I don't want a man that bad.
Yeah, I'm not going to be desperate. I've been desperate. I don't have it in me anymore.
I know.
I used to be desperate. I like, it's really pathetic. But in my defense, it was pregnancy hormones, because anytime those left my system, I was out. I was like, both times, I was like, I'm out. Unfortunately, one time I had the babies back to back, so it took a little longer. But after those hormones left, I was out. I was like, yeah, I just needed to get back to my senses. Good now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Single lady with cats, and I don't even like cats before.
Oh my gosh. I think I want a cat now that I have a dog. And I hate cats.
Oh no.
I hate cats. But I've been looking at them lately, like, you know what? They can clean up after like, you don't have to worry about nothing.
Yeah, that's
feeding them and just changing their litter every now and again. You don't have to do all that extra stuff, and that's the problem I have.
Yeah, I don't like cats. Me.
They are crazy. That's why I got rid of both of mine. That's why. This is why I'm gonna be blackballed. All you animal lovers. I didn't put it on the street. I gave it away to a building. I gave it away to a building.
Oh man.
Oh my gosh. They went, what building? You know that building.
I freed
it. They was like, you hear him crying? I was like, he be all right.
Yeah, I had a kid one time. Somebody, my kids, like my daughter's father, we was living together. This was like,
he got you a kitten?
This was like, I was like 20 something, right?
That's so cute.
No. When he bring it home, he knew I didn't.
Kitten from hell?
I was like, yeah, he's from Chicago, but
is he like King Von?
It was a kitten. I think kittens before they.
I would have named him King Von.
So, girl, that thing was just going in between places, popping up. I was like, oh hell no, you got.
Yeah, they're freaky. Like, they're scary. It's not comfortable.
I don't like it.
It's giving possessed, and I don't want it in my home. Yeah.
It was freaking me out. I tried.
Yeah, I totally agree. That's why I can't have them. Like, it's literally not for me. I love Christmas though. She's just wild. I'm like, I got wild kids, a wild dog. Like, nobody took after their dad. Like, everybody had to have my same personality. I already have enough. I don't want my kids. Die! Like, down. It's enough. Oh my gosh. How long have we been on here? I can't even tell. I can't even tell.
Oh, yeah?
Wait, I can't even tell.
I don't have any clocks or anything around me.
I feel like it's going to be like, because you know how when you talking, it'd be good. It'd be like 3-4 hours later.
Like 3 hours?
Yo, I feel like for some reason, it's 11:24.
Almost midnight.
I'm just happy it's not after midnight. So it's like, I still got a chance. And then mother freaking fruit flies.
I hate them, right?
Girl, once you get one, it's like hard to get rid of.
Yes.
Like, I buy fresh fruit.
Mm.
It's really the bananas. Like, one day I bought, like, every time I get these bananas, if you get them and they're already ripe, after a day, it's over. Fruit flies. I'm like, it's a bundle of 5. We're not, like, they split it in the morning, you know? It's already bad. And how did it get in my room is what I want.
They all over.
Like, they come out of nowhere. I really hate these things. Because then it's just like, I had this machine that I got from Amazon, and I turned it on, used it for like 3 days, and returned it. It got rid of all the mother freaking, it cost like $35-$40. I'm like, I don't need it anymore. I should have kept it.
Oh, it gets rid of them?
Yeah, it's like a fan thing. And you like I said, like, so you have to put it in like a room that's like isolated, that doesn't have like windows or whatever. So like it draws it near. So like at night, like how this like green light is, it will have like a small like green light on the fan. The flies are attracted to it, and it's like sucks them down, and they stick to a tape. Yeah, and I returned it. It's like $35-$40. But I'm gonna need to get it again because I done had like these episodes like 3-4 times now, and it's annoying.
Have you tried like the apple cider and stuff?
Oh no, what is it?
So you do the vinegar, some Dawn dish soap, and some water, so a little bit of sugar, mix it together and sit it in a container.
Oh,
and it they actually did.
It will draw nigh. That's cheaper.
Yeah, it's much cheaper.
Because I got all those ingredients.
Because I have plants or whatever, and the little gnats and stuff. They love the plants.
Oh, could that? Well, no, my plants aren't in here though. They're only in here during the winter.
But yeah, girl, that works. And it's much cheaper too.
Yeah, it's way cheaper. I'm gonna have to do that because I have all those items. So just put it in like a bowl or something, a cup.
Yeah, like a little jar.
And sit it. Okay.
Like sit it right there in my kitchen, on the kitchen sink or whatever, and I like change it out like weekly or so.
Okay.
Or whatever. It's like
it really helps. Yes. That's what I need. It's like it's like, I swear it's like clockwork. I don't know if it's every weekend. It probably is because they have a short life cycle. Mm-hmm. So the eggs are probably but it's like same time every week. I'm like, where the heck does this fly come from? And it's not like a swamp. It's just like one.
What
the heck? I'm gonna get it together. It looks dirty, but I'm gonna get it together. I can't do it like that no more. Like I can't come back on the screen with fruit flies featured and everything. Like, guys, it happening again. Conspiracy. If people won't believe me, they just be like, "Oh, she's dirty."
Like, what else do you think it is?
Like, literally, it's just I didn't eat the banana fast enough. I didn't give it to my kids fast enough. Like, sometimes I force myself to eat the banana just so it won't go bad and get those things. And then it's like if you throw the peel away, that's another problem. So I have like a garbage that has a lid. But it's like you throw the pill away and it sits there, and the trash, you don't need to change it till another day or two because it's not filling up. It's like accumulating from there too. I'm like, how? It's bananas every time. It's bananas.
That happens to me.
It's the only fruit that does that. Horrible.
Yep.
You got work tomorrow?
No,
you don't, right? You don't. You're off.
7, and then tomorrow's I'm off. I have a
Oh wait, I forgot. Okay, I got work tomorrow, but Monday holiday.
Holiday, yes. I am gonna enjoy my time off. I don't have anything really planned.
I don't either.
Stuff or
just
whatever.
Relax. That's what I think I'm gonna do.
Relax, exactly.
Yeah.
Might try to make a YouTube video.
Hello. Look, might try to do a vlog that never ends up getting published.
Okay, that's how I do.
I'd be like, what? Delete.
I was like, they're not ready for that.
Yo, you know how many videos I be deleting? Oh my gosh, it's so embarrassing. I'm like, what was I thinking? Delete.
You know what's crazy? We never know. That might be the one video that.
Listen, every single time I felt that way about a video that I end up posting, it always was like good results.
Right.
That's that intuition. We're like, no, you really should be thinking like, you know what? This might be the one. Every time it is. Gotcha. I should think that more often.
That's what I'm about to say. I'm about to say.
Look, that might work in the future. Get that going. Okay, get that manifestation, that energy flowing. Okay. So what is it you want in like your husband or significant other if you don't plan on getting married? Because I know you said that kind of scares you. What do you think would be the thing that would make you be like, you know what? I would marry him.
I'm willing, open to marry.
You open to it, okay.
But the thing about it is, it's all about how a guy treats me. Two things. I mean, it's the things that you would think is like, oh, it's a given. Okay, a man that's right, faithful and stuff. But nowadays, that's not really a given. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? And then a guy who supports me. You know, a guy who has a lot of, I don't want to say a lot of confidence in the sense of being
arrogant.
Yeah. I don't want that.
But just confident to know.
Yeah.
Right.
But I have dated guys who was a little on the insecure side or whatever, and I don't like that. Because I know when I have those moments where I'm like insecure or whatever, you know, it's not.
You need somebody to build you up.
Yeah, exactly. And it's like, a lot of stuff, like, I try to write down in my notebook, like, what do I want? And then I be thinking to myself, that's probably why I'm not dating right now, because I have to really know all of what I'm looking for. That way, when it doesn't look like that, I know, but I know for sure it's like all about how a guy, you know, his morals, like what you believe in, you know what I'm saying? Tell me about yourself in the sense of like, you know,
no, that's important. I agree.
Start giving guys scenario questions. If this happens, how would you react, or what? You know what I'm saying? You know, like, right. I don't know. It's hard because it's like it's hard to really get to know guys because I feel like they don't care. Trust issues. They only tell you what they feel like you want to hear.
They're manipulative.
I just like that. I want to avoid that because that's what I've been like. Guys who's very like manipulative or like gas. I stay away from that. So just like a guy who's stable. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I understand that I'm still in my healing journey, and there's always
woman I could do that. Said the young boy from Amazon.
Right.
That's why niggas can't talk to me. Like, do you know what that little 19-year-old told me?
Right. Hey, you just got to have yourself together, like we talked about it before. Your mental and physical health. You have to really prioritize those and really be serious about it. That's very important. I don't, like you said, I like a clean cut guy. I like a guy like
me too. Do you want a guy with locks or with clean cut?
Yeah, but I like a guy who cares about his appearance.
Yes. Okay. And yes. Like somebody that if he needs to iron his clothes or put on cologne.
Yes. Like that. There's stuff like that. That's just like a really
masculinity. Wait. Is that a word? Never mind. I give up. That's the word. I'm gonna say it tonight because I don't know the real word. Masculine. I feel like masculinity.
No, I like weight. I'm learning that I'm not really into. When I say like a man's dress, like you know, most guys my age, like nothing wrong with wearing sneakers all the time, but if that's all your wardrobe consists of,
I seen a wedding with sneakers.
Not be like I need you to
put them shoes on. Them shoes from that collection on Facebook for men. I'm gonna need you to do that. I'm gonna need you to go there because I want to be able to buy you nice shoes. If you want to wear sneakers and Jordans all the time, I can't help you.
Yeah,
I'm not investing in that.
Girl, shoes expensive as hell. But yeah, I'm just like, I don't know. I'm just.
Do you see yourself being a housewife or do you see yourself having the option to work?
Option more so. Because like, only thing, another thing, I guess that kind of goes into me being like independent in a sense. It's like, I don't want to, I know we should be able to or whatever. We should, you know, depend on
We're supposed to, right?
But yeah.
Oh my gosh, hold on.